And you never know what you might see.
Do try the oranges. They are most excellent.
Oh, yes.
Juicy. Oh, yes. Lovely.
You do not have the oranges, do you, in the England? No, it's very good. You should pack some up and bring them with you. You could charge a fortune when you get home.
Oh, I feel amazing. I feel my spirit has been lifted from the ground. The spirit of Christmas has inhabited my body. I saw these cute little Spanish children playing tiny little instruments they made out of trash pieces, and it was just so moving, and tears started coming to my eyes. I had to give them all of the money I had on me.
That's so nice.
The arts.
That was sweet. Oh,
wait.
So generous.
All of it?
Yeah, all the money on me. It had to be given. They were just so talented and adorable.
We have
not again.
Back. Yeah, our passage is prepaid, right?
Barge money?
No, she had all the money.
Oh, that's problematic.
Oh dear.
This is a difficulty.
You gave me all the money? I thought that was an allowance.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Well, we are going to have to get you at least the fare for the barge and the ship before you can leave. One.
Cheers.
You go see if maybe Queen Linid and King Anton. They are so nice. They are so sweet. They are so generous. See if perhaps they could stage a performance. You would do a command performance, right?
Certainly. To get my friends home? Yes. The king and the queen. We are like this. I will be right back. It will all be arranged.
You go see. And I will go check some other avenues as well. Don't you worry. We will figure this out.
Oh, good. Katerina, thank you so much. Go see if you can find us another gig for tonight. Oh, Edekin, you gave away all our money?
It was the spirit of Christmas within me.
I'll show you a spirit. Oh.
It's good.
Last year was bailing him out. This year.
What do you want me to do? Go mug the children that I just gave all this money to? They were so adorable.
No.
Yes. Actually, yes.
Maybe.
No, it is Christmas.
No, she's right.
Probably wouldn't work.
She's right. Look, we're capable. We're capable people. We are professional actors, and we have been bringing Shakespeare to the people of Germany and England and now Spain, and we are capable of at least earning enough money to earn passage back home. So, okay, everybody go gather a crowd, and we'll do our really classic pieces, all of those good monologues you've been working on. And maybe Capitano and Katerina will come back with a really good gig for tonight from a really rich patron that might have, one last Christmas party left. I mean, Epiphany was just 2 days ago, so there's still going on. Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody go. Oh, Mariori, wait, you and Joshua, you have a beautiful piece that was one of the early scenes in Macbeth. Could you go ahead and start? And I'm going to go find a hat so we can pass the hat around.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I'll be right back.
All right. Do you want to start?
How now? What news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself? Has it slept since? And wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have which thou hast esteemed the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would like the poor cat i' the adage?
Prieth peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dare do more is none.
What beast was then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. Ugh. I have given suck and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed the brains out if I had done as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place and we won't fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather hard day's journey soundly will invite him, his 2 chamberlains will I, with wine and wassail, so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbic only. When in swinish sleep that their drenched natures lie as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted mettle should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy 2 of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, and we shall make our griefs roar and clamor upon his death.
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what false heart doth know.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Wonderful.
yes. It's most excellent. I am moved.
Was so good.
I love Macbeth. You guys are so good.
Good show. Is good show. Well,
I have good news and I have bad news.
Oh.
The good news is that the Castile is completely overrun with utterly cute puppies. All right.
Puppies!
But that means that there is no room for a performance for Queen Lined and King Anton. We cannot, they cannot accommodate even one more creature in their building because of all the puppies.
Puppies.
Oh, the cuteness is amazing.
Are you saying that we're getting upstaged by the puppies?
It's hard not to be upstaged by puppies. You know what they say? You should not perform with the puppies. They say
it's okay to be upstaged by those. They're really cute puppies. I've seen them.
Yes, just
but you know, noses.
You know.
Yes.
You know, the word of this William Shakespeare, it has come as far as here, not even before you. And you know, one and I, we learned a piece. Do you remember one? Long time ago, we learned a piece.
Yes,
so much fun. Should we do it?
You've been holding out on me. You didn't tell me that you actually worked up a Shakespeare piece?
Yes, we are only so good, and we don't know. You know,
we are not so good as your actors.
No, but if you really want to hear it, we can do it.
We do it.
I want to see it.
Fun.
Right.
They are friends.
Right.
They will be nice. All right, you start.
All right, just a minute. I got to get ready. All right, let's see. I will attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail, why then I will tell her plain that she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frown, I will say she looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say she be mute and will not speak a word, then I'll commend her volubility, and say she uttereth piercing eloquence. If she do bid me pack, I'll give her thanks, as though she bid me stay by her a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask the banns, and when be married. Here she comes, and now, Capitano, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine, that do talk of me.
Huh. To lie. In faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates. And therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation, hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtues spoke of and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs. Myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved in good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first, you were immovable.
Why, what's immovable?
A joint stool.
Oh, thou hast hit it, come. Sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you, if me you mean.
Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Ah, too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
Well taken, and like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee?
Aye, for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
Come thou, come, you wasp. In faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy then is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp doth wear his sting? In his tail.
Ha! In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours, if you talk of tails, and so farewell.
What? With my tongue in your tail? Nay, come again. Good Kate, I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
Oh, I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So may you lose your arms. If you strike me, you are no gentleman, and if no gentleman, why then no arms.
Oh, Harold, Kate, oh, put me in thy books.
What is your crest, a coxcomb?
A combless cock, so Kate will be my hen.
No cock of mine, you crow too like a craven.
Nay, come, Kate, come. You must not look so sour.
It is my fashion when I see a crab.
Oh, why, there is no crab, and therefore look not sour.
There is.
Then show it to me.
Had I a glass, I would.
What, you mean my face?
Ah, well aimed of such a young one.
Now, by St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you are withered.
Oh, 'tis with cares.
I care not.
Nay, hear you, Kate, in sooth, you scape not so.
I chafe you if I tarry, let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough and coy and sullen, and now I find report a very liar. For thou art pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, but slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, nor bite the lip as angry wenches will. nor hast thou pleasure to be cross in talk, but thou with mildness entertainest thy wooers, with gentle conference, soft and affable. Why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world! Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender and brown in hue, as hazelnuts and sweeter than the kernels. Oh, let me see thee walk. Thou dost not halt.
Go, fool, and whom thou keepst command.
Did ever Dian so become a grove, as Kate this chamber with her princely gate? Oh, be thou Dian, and let her be Kate. Then let Kate be chaste, and Dian sportful.
Where did you study all this goodly speech?
It is extempore, from my mother wit.
Ah, witty mother, witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Mary, so I mean, sweet Katharina, in thy bed. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus, in plain terms, your father hath consented that you shall be my wife. Your dowry agreed on. And will you, nill you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn. For by this light, whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well, thou must be married to no man but me. For I am he, am born to tame you, Kate, and bring you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Here comes your father. Never make denial. I must and will have Katharina to my wife.
Oh, wow.
Do you like it? We do a good job.
All right.
Katharina, I will not believe that is the first and only time you have ever spoken the words of Shakespeare.
Ah, well, maybe not the first time.
No, we did it once before.
Oh, you are naturals. Naturals, you should do much more when we go.
I have an idea. I am going to go see my close friend, Duchess Shonnet, and see if perhaps she has a space for us to do a performance where we can make enough money to get you guys home. Huh?
Yes,
right.
Excellent
I'll
idea.
be right back.
I go with you.
Oh, Duchess Shonnet is just wonderful. Oh.
She's the sugar paste Duchess, correct?
No. This is our the leader of our fair kingdom.
Duchess Shonnet.
Oh, did they say Shonnet?
Yes.
Oh, well, she's a very, very generous and sweet and wonderful woman, but she's also in the middle of some very steep organization today. She's running the festivities at the castle, and I hope maybe Capitano could get an audience with her, because if anybody could get us a slot to get a gig tonight to pay for our passage home, it would be her.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to wow them with my Richard.
Oh, are you okay with that? It's a little scary.
Not having any money for the barge is scary.
Yeah, that's more scary.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just warn everyone. Richard III is not for children.
Correct.
All right.
My name is Donica McGowan, and I will perform for you a piece from Richard III that shows how somebody who can be excellently skilled at war can also be equally unskilled at peace, and that being idle can lead you down a dark path. Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York, and all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now our brows bound with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up for monuments, our stern alarms changed to merry meetings, our dreadful marches to delightful measures. Grim-visaged war hath smoothed his wrinkled front, and now instead of mounted barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber to the lascivious pleasing of a lute. But I am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor am I made to court an amorous looking-glass. I am curtailed of this fair proportion, cheated of feature by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world scarce half made up. And that so lamely and unfashionable that dogs bark at me as I halt by them. Why, I in this weak piping time of peace have no delight to pass away the time, unless to spy on my own shadow in the sun, and descant on my own deformity. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover, to entertain these fair, well-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain and hate the idle pleasures of these days.
I tried to get to talk to the Duchess, but she was so busy. She had her arms deep in some white stuff and was making things. It smelled sweet and wonderful, but there was just absolutely no talking to her whatsoever. She was busy. I will have to think of someone else.
Oh, do you know? One, go check on Mistress Kell.
Huh.
Go check Mistress Kell. She might know.
Of course, Mistress Kell and we go way back. All right, I will talk to her.
You know everything.
Yeah, Mistress Kell will certainly know what's going on enough. She's so good at organizing festivities.
She knows everything. She knows everything all the time. Nothing gets past her. In the meantime, can you do another one? Can you do another scene? I love to see.
Yes.
I sit down. I want to watch this one. I want to see what you do.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, ladies, can you do the all female midsummer that you did the other night?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Excellent.
All right then. Dark night, from the eye its function takes, the ear more quick apprehension makes. We're in, it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by my eye, Lysander, found. My ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all your fiery O's and eyes of light, why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us so, is it all forgot? Oh, school days, friendship, and childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, our voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grow together, like two a double cherry, seeming parted, but in union, in partition, 2 lovely berries molded on one stem, so with 2 seeming bodies but one heart. 2 of the first, like coats in heraldry, due but to one and crowned but with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join in with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not maidenly, 'tis not friendly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, but I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What thought I be not so in grace as you, so hung up on with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do perceive her. Counterfeit sad looks make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her. So,
if she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Oh, quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you Ethiop.
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are thou grown so rude? Change is this, sweet love?
I love. Out, tawny Tartar, out. Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me. What news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? Am I not as fair as I was erstwhile since you loved me? Yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, God's forbid. In earnest shall I say.
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Finding faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she has made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height and her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she had prevailed with him. Are you grown so high in his esteem Because I am so dwarfish and so low. How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can't reach up to thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that, in love unto Demetrius. I told him of your stealth into this wood. He'd followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go? To Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is it hinders you?
Foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me calm her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering not grass made, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part, for if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Oh, follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Oh, that was wonderful, lady. So good, so good. You know what I notice? The girls, they do not change their mind. The boys, they are not so constant, eh? Not so constant. That is what I see. You know, love is a tricky thing. You know, when I first met my one, he sent me a love letter. I still keep it right here, right here. And I thought he wrote this, but turns out he stole it from the Shakespeare man. Yeah, let me read it to you. It's funny letter though. Ready? Ask me no reason why I love you. For though love use reason for his physician, he admits him not for his counselor. You are not young. No more am I. Go to then. There is sympathy. You are merry. So am I. Then there's more sympathy. You love sack. And so do I. Would you desire better sympathy? Let it suffice thee, Katharina, at the least, if this love of a soldier can suffice, that I love thee. I will not say pity me, 'tis not a soldier-like phrase, but I say love me, by me, thine own true knight, by day or night, or any kind of light, with all of his might, for thee to fight. Juan Agrippa, Capoferro, Carranzo, Fabrice Maroz, Narvaez, Thibaut, Di Vigiani, Di Grazi, Silver e Espavento. But you know what I found out? This is not his work. This is from the Merry Wives of Windsor. So you know what I say? Oh, wicked world! One that is well nigh worn to pieces with age to show himself a young gallant. What an unweighted behavior has this Flemish drunk, this Spanish drunkard picked, with the devil's name out of my conversation, that he dares in this manner assay me. Why, he hath not been thrice in my company. What should I say to him? I was then frugal of my mirth. Heaven forgive me. Why, I will exhibit a bill in the Parliament for the putting down of men. How shall I be revenged on him? For revenged I will be, as sure as his guts are made of puddings. But I still love my letter, so I still keep it.
Oh, the words of Shakespeare capture love in all its many ways.
I found her. Well, that is to say, I found where she was, but she is so organized that everyone who wants to see her, they are in line. And the line is incredible long. And it would last until the barge has left for us to even try to arrange something with Mr. Scout. So I am a little bit stuck. Yeah.
I know.
Mrs. Carroll always has a long line of people, but she goes through them quickly. She gets them done and gets everything finished.
It's true. He's very organized. He's very organized. But I have another one. I have another. Duchess Lynette. Duchess Lynette.
Duchess Lynette.
She might be having a late after Epiphany party. Who knows?
I know Lynette. Well, I have told you stories about her. And some of them were true. I will go talk to her.
All right, excellent. And you put on your next performance, and we will keep more and more people keep coming to see what you do because he's so good. So we keep passing the hat. We see what happens. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, brilliant. I had no idea that you had such depth of pain in you that you could bring out like that. That was beautiful and sad. And I mean, to have a friendship broken like that, your portrayal of a broken friendship is just so beautiful. You'll always be friends with me, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good, because
always. Just I kid. But I think that Mrs. Favento makes an excellent point. Women are really the force behind everything. They get things done, and
women are where it's at.
Yeah, and honestly, if we were running the show, I think things would get done. We're the power behind them, and they don't admit it. We really are. And I was thinking that maybe I could do the Lady Macbeth.
Oh, your Lady Macbeth is beautiful. Oh, yes. Let me go get a hat and start passing it around some more. Okay, you do it.
In honor of the women's.
For the women's.
The women's. Okay. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from crown to toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect in it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dumbest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold.
Oh, it's so good. I always liked the Lady Macbeth. She knows what she wants. She may have been a Spanish.
Well,
she had Spanish blood in her somewhere.
Yeah, she's got that fire. That
determination. She does.
Yeah,
absolutely. Anyway, have you been finding good audience for us?
I am look. Duchess Lynette She is complete unavailable. She is in court. And while the space she is in is fantastic and would fit hundreds and hundreds of peoples who would give us great deals of money, is already occupied, and I cannot even get in to say hello. So
he's very. Oh, you know who is good at clearing a way through a crowd is Duke Ragnar. If we could find Ragnar, he might be able to push his way through Duchess Lynette.
And I could stand right behind him.
You and he could work together to clear the crowd.
All right.
That might work.
You know what? I will give that a try. I will be right back.
All right.
The great idea, Katerina. I've heard of Duke Ragnar and his ability to clear a crowd.
Duke
get
Ragnar
straight
is a mighty man. If he cannot do it, no one can. We will see.
Exactly. Edekin, don't you have a piece that's about queens?
Yes, I could do my Queen Mab speech.
Queen Mab. Oh my goodness.
For someone in the audience, so I think I'm in the right headspace for it.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. You keep going while we pass the hat.
Okay. So this is Mercutio's Queen Mab speech from Romeo and Juliet. Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinners' legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spider web, her collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film, her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the joiner's squirrel or an old grub, time out of the mind, the fairies' coachmakers, and in this state she gallops by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love, or courtiers' knees that dream on curtsies straight, or lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry Mab with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are. Sometimes she gallops o'er a courtier's nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a suit, and sometimes she comes with a tithe pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as a lies asleep, then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then he dreams of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, abascados, Spanish blades, of healths 5 fathoms deep, and then anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is that very Mab that plats the manes of horses in the night and bakes the elf locks in foul sluttish hairs, which once untangled much misfortune bodes. This is the hag when maids lie on their backs that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Wow. Yeah, this is she.
That was so good. She does so many things. She brings the dreams. The dreams. Oh, I like it. I like it.
We might forgive you, Edekin, for giving away all our money.
He's good. He's good. Oh, now we have a young man. I go sit down.
Yeah. Owen, I know you have a piece. You always have a good monologue ready.
Well, thank you. Yes, I will be presenting Macbeth. We've had 2 from him so far. And well, here is his dagger soliloquy near the end of the events we saw previously. So, thank you. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. Have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not a fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this, which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade in dungeons gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to my eyes. Now o'er to the half-world nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offering, and withered murder alarumed by his sentinel, the wolf who howls his watch, thus with his stealthy pace. With Tarquin's ravaging strides towards his design moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm-set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Whiles I threat he lives. Words the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go. And it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is an knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Oh, Jess, but you know, regicide is bad. You should not do it. You know.
Well,
I understand, Lady Macbeth. She is very convincing, but still.
Yeah. Well, you know, you commit regicide, and then suddenly you got to stab yourself with a dagger. It's a very tragic thing.
It is true. It is
no
true.
good end.
It never ends well. Never ends well. Oh, what you have next? I think my one and Duke Ragnar still elbowing through the crowd. Oh no!
Did you find
tried.
Duke Ragnar?
I tried. I found the Duke, and he's a very large fellow.
He is.
He is really big. He is really well. I found that I could not speak.
Oh.
I have no experience being shy in a very long time, but he is a big man. And
but he's so kind.
I'm thinking that perhaps
Juan, you listen to me. Juan, you listen to me. He is very big. He is very strong, but he's very, very nice. You go back and you talk to him now.
Oh, all right.
Listen to me. You go back, you talk to nice Duke Ragnar. He will help you.
All right. Okay.
You do that.
All right. I'll be back. Oh boy.
You know, sometimes they just need a little encouragement. It's like children.
Exactly.
You know. It will be okay.
Yeah. Excellent. Oh, Katerina, would you lift the mood a little with me and do a little say Midsummer?
Oh, that seems like a great idea. We've been living in Macbeth world for like 150 years. Let's do a mood, just a scooch.
Just a scooch. Just a little, do you remember when we were doing the all-female Midsummer and I was studying for Kale? I worked up the Helena speeches, and we could do Helena and Demetrius.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I've got that kind of tickling around in the back of my brain. Let's see if I can remember the words. All right. Act 2, Scene 1. You ready?
I am.
All right. I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Oh. As thou toldst me, there was stolen into this wood, and here am I, and woed within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look upon thee. I cannot hear you. Can you repeat that?
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wood and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well. That girl's a little crazy.
But she knows what she wants.
That's true.
She knows what she wants. But yes, maybe she should want somebody else. I don't know.
She's a very focused young lady. Little
yes,
cray-cray.
yes, she is. She is. Yeah. Oh, the young man is back.
We have an idea. And don't yell at me for it, Mrs. Orange, but Baroness Orange.
You always have brilliant ideas, Owen. Why would I ever yell at you?
The Greek. Me and Mariori. I know it's a Shakespeare night, but Shakespeare was incredible.
Greek is not the same as the Shakespeare.
But Shakespeare loved the Greeks. He told me that over ale. We were drinking together. He said he loved a lot of things that night, but he was particular about the Greeks.
I think you should let them try. Let them try.
Thank you.
We have lots of people around now watching. They throwing money in the hat. Do not make the young man sad.
They are throwing money in the hat. Okay.
Truly.
Okay, you can try it. Go for it. There's plenty of time left to try to earn money to earn our way back home.
Yes. Mariori, are you ready?
I am ready.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to introduce the scene a little bit. So we're going to be doing a scene from Antigone. It is the third play in the Oedipus Rex cycle by Sophocles. This scene follows the war between the sons of Oedipus. Polynices believed he had the birthright to the throne, but Eteocles his brother, ousted him for the throne. Polynices with an invading army invaded Thebes, in which both the brothers died, and thus Creon, the brother to Oedipus, ascended to the throne. The brothers actually killed each other. It was very tragic. Creon, the new king, declared that Eteocles would be honored with burial since he fought for Thebes, while Polynices will not be buried. Antigone, one of Oedipus's daughters, along with Ismene, his other daughters, goes against King Creon's order and buries her brother with honors. This scene follows that act of treason, and Antigone's uncle, played by me, is confronting Antigone, played by Mariori. Great. And you, Antigone, you with your head hanging, do you confess this thing?
I do. I deny nothing.
Tell me briefly, have you heard my proclamation touching this matter?
It was public. Could I help hearing it?
And yet you dared defy the law.
I dared. It was not God's proclamation. That final justice that rules the world below makes no such laws. Your edict, king, was strong. But all your strength is weakness itself against the immortal, unrecorded laws of God. They are not merely now, they were and shall be operative forever, beyond man utterly. I knew I must die. Even without your decree, I am only mortal. And if I must die now, before it is my time to die, surely this is no hardship. Can anyone living as I live, with evil all about me, think death less than a friend? This death of mine is of no importance. But if I had left my brother lying in death unburied, I should have suffered. Now I do not. You smile at me. Ah, Creon, think me a fool if you like, but it may well be that a fool convicts me of folly.
Like father, like daughter. Both headstrong, deaf to reason. She has never learned to yield. She has so much to learn. The inflexible heart breaks first, the toughest iron cracks first, and the wildest horses bend their necks at the pull of the smallest curb. Pride and a slave. This girl is guilty of a double insolence, breaking the law and boasting of it. Who's the man here? She or I? If this crime goes unpunished, sister's child, or more than sister's child, or closer yet in blood, she and her father win bitter death for this. Go! Some of you arrest Ismene. I accuse her equally. Bring her, you will find her sniffling in the house there. Her mind's a traitor, crimes kept in the dark. Cry for light, and the guardian brain shudders. But now much worse than this is brazen boasting of barefaced anarchy.
Creon, what more do you want than my death?
Nothing. That gives me everything.
Then I beg you, kill me. This talking is a great weariness. Your words are distasteful to me, and I am sure that mine seem so to you. And yet they should not seem so. I should have praise and honor for what I have done. All these men here would praise me were their lips not frozen shut with fear of you. Ugh, the good fortune of kings, licensed to say and do whatever they please.
You are alone here in that opinion.
No, they are with me, but they keep their tongues in leash.
Maybe, but you are guilty, and they are not.
There is no guilt in reverence for the dead.
But Eteocles, was he not your brother too?
My brother too.
And yet you insult his memory.
The dead man would not say that I insult it.
He would, for you honor a traitor as much as him.
His own brother, traitor or not, and equal in blood.
He made war on his country. Eteocles defended it.
Nevertheless, there are honors due all the dead.
But not the same for the wicked as for the just.
Ah, Creon, which of us can say what the gods hold wicked?
An enemy is an enemy, even dead.
It is my nature to join in love, not in hate.
Go! Join them. If you must have your love, find it in hell.
Okay.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Even though it was not Shakespeare, it was so good.
Owen, Mariori, I was wrong. You can do Greek theater anytime you want to.
Yes,
Anytime.
next time we'll do Lysistrata, props and all.
Woo!
Oh!
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Let's do
I
that.
found him.
You have returned.
I have returned the Ragnar. Yeah, he's a big man, but he is nice.
He is nice.
He is very kind. When he actually smiles, you feel all comfortable and stuff. He's pretty amazing. Anyway, so he led me through, and we got to. I said, "Could you do this thing?" And he said, "Oh, no, Lynette is in court. No, I will not interrupt Lynette. She is in court." And so he is as a kind of man as he is.
Well, he knows not to mess with his woman.
Exactly.
That is a smart
Yeah.
man. All right.
Someday I will learn that.
Who else can we try? I know. One. Try
Yes?
Maestra Esperanza. Maestra Esperanza.
All right.
Oh, I bet Esperanza Susana Fiesta. She can help us.
All right. I will give her a shot. I will see if I know someone who knows her, because I do not know her direct. But
I am
sometimes
surprised.
that's better that way. If your reputation does not precede you, sometimes that's a better.
Jess, he will go check with Maestra Esperanza.
Maestra.
We will find out.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Esperanza is so helpful. She stays organized and helps their majesties stay organized. Oh, it's just lovely. I'm so glad they are going to go find her.
So could we bring it back to Shakespeare?
We can, my darling.
Yes. So I found a good spot, and so let me present the Hamlet Act 1. Scene 3, Polonius giving advice to his son Laertes.
I love that piece.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard! For shame, the wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory see thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unpresented thoughts his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. The friends thou hast and their adoption tried, grapple them to your soul with hoops of steel, but do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each newly hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in one, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habits as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft makes the man, and those in France of the best rank and station are of a most select and generous chief in that. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both self and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as night the day, that thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee.
Oh, it's good advice. He's he is silly character, but that is really good advice.
I believe that is excellent advice everybody could learn from. Polonius is a wise man. He is wise. He is wise. You know who could have used some wise advice? Hamlet himself.
Ah, yes.
He really could have.
He needed a Spanish woman. He needed a Spanish woman to tell him what to do, as many people do.
Absolutely.
But let us hear from Hamlet. That is a good idea.
My goodness, Kale, you've been fighting in the mud again.
Listen, I go all out for any role that I am able to take. And in this case, I have to embody my masculine tendencies, which is the mud on my face.
Oh, well, you look like you're ready to tell us the truth of pain and agony.
That is the goal.
Oh, well, go right ahead.
Thank you. And to be quite frank, I don't believe that this piece needs much of an introduction, as it is quite known indeed. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of a despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
Oh, my goodness, you have me speechless. Oh, it's wonderful.
Now it is time to clear the mud off of my face. Thank you kindly.
Yes. And I think I see my Capitano coming back.
Yes. I am starting to feel a little bit hopeless. Mistress Esperanza Susana Flecha, she too was in court, and I have learned, the Capitano has learned that interrupting court for something small like this just does not work. So I am give up on that. But what I am going to do, I'm going to go find Baroness Machteld and see what she can do for us. She loves this, right?
She loves the performing arts. Yes.
So we can probably work on that and get a place, or perhaps maybe she will just donate, huh?
Oh, she may just do it. Yes, she loves the arts. She is very good patron. Yes, excellent idea, my dear moi. Excellent idea. Go see.
All right. Off with.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so glad they found Baroness Machteld, because she is a great patron of the arts, and she performs herself. She's so lovely, and I'm just sure if there's any chance that she can find us a performance to make some money tonight, she'll do it for us.
Yeah, definitely. Whew. Oh, well,
Katerina, you have some really good speeches I've seen you do.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, and I really wonder if you have one that's a little lighter than the Hamlet.
Yes, I do. I've got this great little bit from Two Gentlemen of Verona. It's this charming little piece about a man and his dog.
Oh, puppies! Puppies are all the rage in the castle right now. So this is a perfect piece.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it. I got this. All right. I have received my proportion like the prodigious son, and I am going with Sir Proteus to the Imperial's court. But I think Crab, my dog, be the sourest natured dog that lives. My mother weeping, my father wailing, my sister crying, and our maid howling, our cat wringing her hands, and all our house in a great perplexity. Yet did not this cruel-hearted cur shed one tear? He is a stone, a very pebble stone, and has no more pity in him than a dog. Why, my grandam, having no eyes, look, you wept herself blind at my parting. Oh, nay, I'll show you the manner of it. This shoe is my father. No, this left shoe is my father. No, this left shoe is my mother. Nay, that cannot be so neither. Oh, yes, it is. So it is so. It hath the worser soul. This shoe with a hole in it is my mother, and this my father. Ow! A vengeance on it. All right, there it is. Oh, now sit. This staff is my sister. Oh, for look you, she is as white as a lily and as small as a wand. This rough is Nan, our maid, and I am the dog. No, the dog is himself, and I am the dog. No, the dog is me, and I am myself. Aye, that is so. Now, come I to my father. Father, your blessing. Now, should not the shoe speak a word for weeping? Oh, now I shall kiss my father. Oh, and he weeps on. Okay, now come I to my mother. Oh, that she could speak now like a wood woman. Well, I kiss her. Oh, aye, there it is. Here's my mother's breath up and down. Yeah. Now come I to my sister and mark the moan she makes. Now, the dog, all this while, sheds not a tear, nor speaks a word. But see how I lay the dust with my tears. Thank you.
Oh, it's delightful. I laughed so hard. I love it. The breath beat the stinky shoe. I love it. It's so fun. Oh, he's won. You is back.
I found the Baroness. But I was utterly unable to. Yes, MacDonald. I was totally unable to attract her attention. She was so busy watching someone doing some Shakespeare. It was funny, and there was a stick, and there were shoes. I mean, it was, but she would not pay me absolutely no attention because she was so rapt with what she was seeing. So what else do we have?
We are almost out of ideas. I have one more. If this does not work, I think we have to, as they say, throw in the towel. I do not know. But what about Mistress Caradwen? Mistress Caradwen. She is so patient. She is so generous. I think maybe if she is not in court, she might be in court. I do not know. But if she is not in court, she may talk to you because she is very generous and patient person.
I will track her down. Oh, all right.
Good job, Juan.
Mistress Caradwen.
Oh, I am sorry. I am sorry,
She's legendary.
Senora the Orange. I do not know. We are trying our best, but it is strange that normally we would have all these connections for you, and today is just hard.
I understand that. It's busy. It's, we just had Epiphany and everybody's wrapping up and going home. I completely understand that. But, our last Hail Mary of trying to find Mistress Caradwen is really the one, because I hear that she's magical, she's legendary, and I hear that she has the most amazing amount of patience with her apprentices.
I have heard that.
And she just takes, rough edges and smooths them. She takes diamonds in the rough and makes them into gorgeous, magnificent jewels. And, if there were ever a woman that was a great, magnificent mentor known throughout the land, it would be her.
It would. Because, next to her, it seems like, I don't know, it seems like you just feel like an ass.
Yeah, one would.
An ass next to her.
Yeah. And that brings me to a particular idea. We've done a lot of all-female portrayals of Shakespeare, and I have one that reminds me of what it's like to be called an ass.
Oh, let us see.
So I want everyone in our audience to think about those times when you've been very frustrated with someone and you want to call them names. A lot of that has been happening around us lately. Want to call someone names and say they're terrible. Bring that up to the surface right now. And I invite you to let loose this energy with one line. You're going to speak a line. Your line is, "You are an ass." That is the line I wish you to speak. Now I'm going to count you down from 3. And when you say that, you're going to speak it. And so I will bring you the words of Shakespeare after you have inspired me with this energy. So I want you to speak your line. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. Know, thou villain, thou art full of piety, as shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as ever in Messina, and one that knows the law, go to. And a rich fellow enough, go to. And a fellow that has had losses, and one that has 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him, Bring him away! Oh, that I had been writ down an ass!
Oh, is good. Is very, very good. Oh, I do hope my one found Mistress Caradwen. Oh, she would be perfecto.
Did you find her? Did you find her?
I found her. It was marvelous. She was surrounded by her apprentices, and they were talking about poetry apparently, and she was reading for them, and it was so beautiful. I forgot why I was there.
Oh, my darling.
Yeah.
Oh, my sweet.
Why was? Yeah.
It's all right. Because look at the hat. Look at the hat. No, not your hat. Look at the hat full of money.
Ah!
Oh my goodness!
Excellent!
Oh my goodness! The hat is full of money!
Call your people back, Senora.
It's marvelous.
We earned the money!
We can go!
We've done it!
Oh.
We've done it! Oh!
Praise the Lord!
I long for the dank and gray shores of my homeland.
Oh, yes. We will miss you here in the sunny place. Yes.
I was half hoping you wouldn't be able to go.
Oh.
Let you all stay here.
We could give this money to the children also.
No.
No.
The children, they have enough
Home
for
you go.
now. They have enough for now.
Let's keep this. And the children got their one Christmas present.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, my friends, well, we wish you a very happy journey. And safe, too, and safe. And, you know, the waters in the wintertime, not always so good, so be safe.
Cheers.
Do our best.
All right. Well.
Katerina, I want to ask you if you would give us one piece that I heard you mumbling a little while ago. It just feels like a sweet way to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
of
my
course.
Darling. My little empanada, do it for them, huh?
I shall do it. You have performed several pieces from this play so far tonight. The Midsummer Night's Dream, but this is the very ending.
Ah, yes. I will step aside.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream, gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. And so, good night unto you all. Give us your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Oh, my sweet darling. That was
so
beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, you are very welcome. I enjoy it.
And this is why I love her, huh?
Exactly. Now, I wanted to let everybody know that we do have a hat that we are passing around. And if you are viewing our show right now, we do have a link that we've been sharing in the magical comments. So if you would like to donate to our particular favorite chosen organization that we love to support for LGBTQ youth called the Trevor Project. That is an organization that we love to support. And so normally if we were in person, we'd be passing the hat right in front of you with a physical hat. And this time we're going to encourage you to find them in the virtual world and donate in that way. So I would like to ask everybody to take a moment to introduce themselves and take a little bow and say thank you to the audience. And we are going to go in the order of my choosing. I'm going to start with my adorable husband, Manus.
Greetings. Thank you. I am Manus McDay.
Edekin.
I am Lady Edekin O'Ferry.
Kale.
I am the Honorable Lady Kale O'Connell of the Leafy Green.
Celia.
I am Lady Celia LaFleur.
Katerina.
I am Mistress Ron Wengling Conway, on loan from the East.
Katerina Caravello.
I am Lady Katerina Caravello from Windmaster's Hill.
And Owen.
I am Lord Owen de Wolf from Sacred Stone.
And where is your husband, Katerina?
One, come back. Come back and say hello to everyone.
I believe, no, there's the button. I have found the button. Friedrich Eisenkopf from Carolingia in the East.
And my lords and ladies, we had one actor that needed to leave. His name is Donica, and he will certainly get credits on the recording. So we appreciate him and all of his time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a wonderful 12th night, and yay, Shakespeare.
Woo!
Yay! All right.
Okay.